Guys, I would like to show you how I played the Pirc Defense, which is kind of a King's Indian defense. The King's Indian defense. It was right round 9 of Warsaw Chess Festival, and I was playing with black against 900 rated opponent. My opponent offered me a draw once, but I said no, and I lost one move after this. D6, knight c3, bishop g7. I'm fighting for e5 and attacking this d4 square, which is very important in the position. Knight f6, knight c6, just controlling the center, moving my pieces forward. I'm playing h5, the best computer move. It wasn't prepared, I just believed this was the best move, as it doesn't allow my opponent to, wait guys, because I have problems. If I played bishop d7, right, my opponent, at least I would play bishop h6. I mean, not in this position, because this pawn would drop, but I'm just telling you guys. Let's forget about this pawn on d4 that dropped. You never want to exchange this bishop on g7, as it just leaves this house, and h6, g7 and f6 squares are very, very weak. So I'm playing h5. I'm also trying to stop g4 with this move, and my rook really starts to be a little bit active. The only downside is that my king won't really want to castle, I think, and it will probably stay in the middle of the chessboard for a while. Castles, a6, because I want to play b5, expand this bishop. I think it's actually the best on this square right now. b5, expanding, knight ge2, rook b8, knight c1, b4, and a5. So what I'm doing is just expanding here on this wing, because I don't believe I have any other option. This knight, these pieces are all on the best squares. The only thing that I can change is pushing these pawns and destroying the position of my opponent's king. Bishop f6, and here the computer says d5 was actually the best idea. With f4, knight d7, and even, I guess, okay, not bishop d4, but knight b3. And utilizing this weakness on c6. Okay, I understand. I wouldn't necessarily think that that's a huge problem, and my opponent didn't play it. My opponent played f4, and you know what happens. If your opponent has 3 pawns in the center, you have to counterattack. And again, this wasn't the best computer move. The computer says a4, and after e5, bishop g7, a4, e5, bishop d7, and it's actually a drawn position for some reason. But what after d5? Look, knight a5. Okay, this doesn't feel good to me, at least. But maybe that's why I'm not winning games. I should have not cared about the center, because yes, he's got these pawns, but he doesn't do anything with them. I would be scared, for example, of bishop d3. Oh yeah, but this pawn is dead, hanging. What after e6, for example, and I take? You see, guys, that's what I was scared of. This pawn dying on g6. This position, it doesn't look too good, right, for black, in terms of this king being weak and these pawns just being able to come and attack my pieces around it. It's a very difficult opening, because yes, your king is weak, and it might end up being checkmated. But yeah, this is something I need to remember for next games. Do not care about the center so much if there's nothing really happening to you. Bishop g7, okay, let's go with my play. I play e5, de, d5, knight d4, take, and I actually liked this position. I don't know, for some reason I liked it, as I have a pair of bishops. I have a clear plan of castling and playing rook to e8, and that's what I'm doing. Bishop c4, rook to e8, queen g5, playing the best computer moves right now. Bishop f5, the best computer move again. h4, queen to g2, and here guys I made a mistake. I played a4, my opponent played rook to f2, and I played bishop e5. Because I was thinking, okay, you cannot take with the knight because of queen e1. You cannot take with the rook because queen d1, knight c1, and queen d4. But I forgot you can take with the queen. And if I take, this is taken. So that's how I lost the game, guys. I will show you the end, but I'm not proud of it. Look, we're exchanging. And losing the game. So yeah guys, so what I want to show you is, if you don't have a lot of space in the opening, in the center, go for the band of the chessboard and create a counter-attack with the rook and the pawn. Your center doesn't need to be pushed forward. Your center can be just very stable. And actually these pawns, they are blocking your opponent's bishops, which is very good. Another thing that you could take that is very good from me, I believe, is delaying the castling. You don't actually need to castle oftentimes in these structures, as again, these pawns are very, very stable, so they just create perfect cover for your king. And if there's something happening in the center, you can castle in move number 18. And then after your opponent asks you for a draw in a position that says 0.0, the computer says 0.0. The position is a complete draw. My opponent asked me for a draw. I said no, and after this I made a blunder. Maybe I should have done something different. Maybe I should have accepted the draw. What do you guys think? Thank you for watching this. It was amazing. This tournament in Warsaw was amazing. 9 beautiful days in Warsaw. 9 beautiful games. I just wish that I had a better start, and I wish I won games like these. At least I wish that I didn't blunder games like these. So yeah, overall I gained 100 FIDE. I'm happy. And see you guys on the next one. Bye.